Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granite, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Alrighty. We'd like to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson. And of course, the pleasure is always ours to be back on the program. For those of you who are here for the first time, and for those of you who are always here, we talk about the usual suspects. We say hello, and welcome. We hope that you had a good weekend. Yeah? I mean, weekends are sometimes what we look forward to after we real toil. During the week, we just want to relax and kick back and think now. And so if you took advantage of that opportunity, well, yeah, man, blessings, you know what I mean? So, folks, we have a few things to talk about on the program tonight. A youth, only 22 years old, killed in a boating incident involving the Grenada Coast Guard. We'll talk to you about that. I think that is what everybody's talking about. Serious. You know what I mean? We have also an update for you as it relates to Grenada's COVID-19 situation as per the latest dashboard. And Grenada is currently being affected by a trough. All right? A trough. You know, I never see a word hard to pronounce so yet. You know what I mean? Now, the Prime Minister says he wants to caution the NDC of dangerous campaign practice. We'll talk about that. And a driver in his 60s died on Sunday in a head-on collision with another vehicle. We'll talk about that. Driver dies in Sunday crash. All right, and brother is arrested in recent robbery. Yeah, so we have all of that and more to talk to you about when we come back on the program. You see, we would like to say a thank you to all the sponsors of the program. We got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliment of Courts, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket. We've got superb distributors online with us too. So we're saying hello to these guys and thank you very much for supporting this program and all the other sponsors. Folks, remember that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit, compliments, Digicel, and that person could be you. When we come back, it could be real news in Oli Lily Lolo. So brace all yourself.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Alrighty, so let's just get right into it, and we're going to start off with COVID-19 situation. I know that persons are always asking about that. In the last dashboard that we received, we noticed that there were 63 persons who were identified COVID-19 positive. All right, the active cases based on the last dashboard received now stands at 263. Okay, there were 305 tests that were conducted the last time around, and again there were 63 persons who were found to be positive. That takes our positivity rate to 20.7. That's super high. All right, 20.7. Okay, there were some recoveries as well. That's 40 new recoveries. Okay, and that's basically it. Yeah, we have posted something on our page about that, so you could always check it out. But those were the figures. There were no new deaths, and the cases are continuing to climb slowly but surely. 63 new cases is pretty high. Okay, so Grenada is currently being affected by a trough. All right, that's a weather system. We heard from the forecasters at the meteorological office at the Maurice Bishop International Airport, and they said that they are monitoring this system. It says that models indicate that the system will pass through the island on Monday morning and is likely to bring unstable weather conditions and a moisture surge, which is expected to bring increased cloudiness and showery activities. We had a little thing this morning, but it still remains overcast and drizzle in some places. Now, according to an extended public weather forecast issued for the next week around Wednesday, so all right. So the National Disaster Management Agency say that they would like to advise the general public to remain vigilant and encourage all to take the necessary safety measures to mitigate the impact of possible flooding in vulnerable areas. Now, NADMA said that through the Meteorological Office, they will continue to monitor the system and provide timely update. All right. So you will experience that cloudiness. You will experience some more rain, and as the soil gets more and more saturated because of the long period of rain, then you would find that landslides and so on are more likely to happen. Now, we are going to talk to you more about that a little bit later on when we are talking about our weather. All right, so in the weather report, we'll elaborate more on this as we move on. Yesterday, boy, another weekend of political campaigns and so on. There was a campaign in Chantimel, I believe it was, yes, by the NDC, and then the NMP, boy, they launched the new candidate in St. Patrick's, yes. And as well, returning Pamela Moses. Now, Anthony Boswin says that after a period in politics, he decided to, move on to other things. So they had a real thing. All the ones breaking the internet from their rallies. Anyway, all the lady that talk. So, the Prime Minister says that he has noticed a pattern that his party is being followed. In other words, he says that whenever they have an event, then the other party seem to be having one in the same area or in very close proximity. And he says that's a very dangerous practice and is warning against it.
I want to give a little warning to my friends in the National Democratic Congress and its leadership. Let me say this. In an election, people sometimes they can lose their cool. And therefore, we as leaders must do everything possible not to do anything that can encourage confrontation. And I'm making this point tonight seriously because, as I pointed out in Dunfermline last time we were there, I pointed out that we had a meeting in Carriacou. Planned meeting, the NDC followed up in Carriacou to have meeting in the same Carriacou area, sisters and brothers. And that is a dangerous thing. We went to St. Andrews afterwards. They followed NMP in St. Andrews. We organized a meeting in St. Patrick's. They go to Chantimel in St. Patrick's. Sisters and brothers, I'm calling on the leadership of the National Democratic Congress, if there are leaders in that party, to desist from that type of behavior. And let us work together to ensure that the next election, when it is called, would be peaceful and its conclusion would be conclusive in the interest of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique.
Thank you very much. We're moving on. I guess at some point in time, the NDC may or may not respond to that. But anyway, lately that talk. No. Investigations are said to be ongoing in an accident that happened at the Springs Public Road yesterday. Folks, that incident claimed the life of an individual. Police has confirmed the death of Roger Mohan, who is of Monlong in St. Andrew. Now, they're also saying that the female driver of the other vehicle involved in this accident is presently warded at the General Hospital in stable condition. Now, this was a head-on collision between two vehicles, and then there was another vehicle that got involved as well. It happened just around 9 o'clock on Sunday morning.
The accident occurred in Springs area yesterday, sometime after 9 a.m. On Sunday morning. It involved three vehicles. A 67-year-old man succumbed to the injuries that he sustained during the accident while being attended to at the General Hospital. And we have a female as well who is nursing serious injuries at the hospital as we speak. Of course, the investigation is continuing into that matter as again to determine the cause of the accident. And of course, upon the completion of the investigation, then that will determine how we move forward with that case. You know, if somebody is to be charged or not to be charged in that matter. But of course, if my memory serves me well, it realize that is the third that we have fatal death we have through accident for the year, and that is 3 too much, right? I mean, there's a lot of vehicles on the road. You know, you might try your best and still things happen, but again, we cannot and will not stop appealing to drivers to be really, really cautious these days on the road. I was off island, so I don't know how busy the road was on Sunday morning. I know normally Sunday morning is not too busy, but as I said, again, a life has been lost, and that's something again nobody would want. You leave home a morning not with the intention to cause death or injury, but it happens.
All right. And so ASP Desmond Richard said that he wanted to appeal to the drivers to exercise caution when traversing on the nation's roads. He says that sometimes the kind of things that you see on the road makes you really wonder.
With all the appeal we have been making, I myself still witness drivers driving with no sense of appreciation for other road users, whether it's the pedestrian or the vehicles themselves. Just recently I saw where a bus took over, and I mean, it shocked me that a driver will look at a road like keep left, vehicles from all sides, and still squeeze through, not even giving right away to the vehicles on the right that have the right away. And there are passengers on the bus. So I don't know if the minds of some of the drivers is zest or money but I want to advise, you cannot take back a wrong. You cannot take back a life. You get back a life if somebody's injured or lose an arm or leg or eye. You can do nothing. And there's no money compensation that can be given to the individual and their families to compensate for those sort of injuries and death. And so, and we have far more vehicles on the road now, over 50-something plus thousand vehicles, where, you know, when you had just a few vehicles, you could take a chance. Now, you have to be even more cautious. And a lot more defensive driving is needed, more than anything else.
Thank you very much. All right. As we move on, 2 Trinidadian nationals who fled their country and illegally entered Grenada during the month of December 2021 and were captured by immigration officials in April, that's April 28th, they have been deported. Now, Kevin John, 25 years, he's a construction worker of San Fernando, and Jaden Wilson, who is a 24-year-old construction worker of San Juan, Trinidad. They were both charged for entering the state without the consent of an immigration officer. Now, the authorities there in Trinidad and Tobago did confirm that one of the men who were captured was wanted in that country for murder.
Two men were sent back to Trinidad who were wanted for murder in Trinidad. And that is what happens when you have that sort of a collaboration and working relationship, not just with your own local police force, but police force within the region. You'd realize that we just have a small global space now. Maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, we had foreigners, but not the multiplicity that we have now. You know, we have all kind of nation and culture and ethnicity, in our island now. And of course, it's we're still a nice little beautiful island, peaceful. Or should I say the still rated as one of the most peaceful in the region. And that is something else, because we don't want it to be corrupted by our own persons, much less persons who have a criminal element. As criminal elements, I say, committing their crimes, coming here, feeling comfortable here, and then when they feel they themselves starting to commit crimes here as well. And so there's this. We do have that working relationship with the rest of the Caribbean region, and so we are able to assist in that regard, and we're grateful for that too.
Thank you very much. All right, so them men and them get a whole Coast Guard to come get them and look here. Yeah, so and them men still get a good piece of night like a fried jacks and thing to go with it. You don't see the thing on the business. Yeah, the men get fried jacks and bread, and here it's prison bread. Them boy get the best bread in the country, yeah. And the bread hot though. Yeah, watch now. Hot bread and jacks, you know. I don't know fried and jacks. Anyway, at least I'll have a good memory on all the last day here. I'll be at least when I'll go back and I'll talking to all the partners and them say, boy, whoa, that jacks bad. Yeah, I mean, I want to fry them thing. I wonder if it's anchovy they get, because when you fry anchovy dry, you're eating everything down to the tail, and I find the way they're eating that thing, they look like an anchovy. Anyway, let's leave that talk. Oh, yeah, let's get serious. Police today confirmed that a boating incident that occurred around 7 o'clock last night, Sunday, 24th April. They said the officers attached to the Coast Guard, they were returning to base from an operation, and they collided with a small vessel at Grenada. One of the occupants of the vehicles, Wandy, he sustained injuries and was hospitalized for a brief period. The other occupant of that vessel was not so lucky. He died. His body was recovered today. Last night, I was about to take a little rest. Well, in fact, I was already in bed. My phone blowing up. Now, one of the men on the boat, you know, he was distraught. He was traumatized. He said, Mikey, the men, they kill me, but they kill me partner. I said, well, what are you talking about? You know, talk to me, you know. And he told his story about his vehicle, his vessel broke down, and they were there, and, you know, he said they saw the Coast Guard approaching, and they took out a light, and they were waving the light to draw the attention of the vehicle that was approaching them, but they realized it was the vessel that was approaching them, but they realized it coming. So he said, "Sure." I mean, he made it overboard, you know, and tried to get his colleague to do the same, but he was too slow in doing so. So he got caught. It was a direct hit. You understand? He was so distraught. As he told his story, his name is Vondi.
Boy, the man just killed Bill. Me and Mel coming down from the airport. The engine ended up breaking down. You know what I mean? So same time now, me and Bell there, I'm thinking, I'm trying to get the engine fixed. When we do get the engine fixed now, we running coming down from the airport come down there. So same time we shooting by the Grenada beach. We see Coast Guard coming. You know what I mean? So I turn on and tell him, I'm gonna put on the phone light. Take Bell waterproof phone now and turn on the phone light and sit and wait for the Coast Guard because the running coming straight to me. You know what I mean? So the same time now, I see the Coast Guard coming, I make a heave. As I see the Coast Guard reach about 15 to 10 feet away. I make one heave. I say, Bell, here we go.
Boat on top of there?
Yeah. The boat on top of Bell. I end up under the water, dog. That is what gone there, dog. And then man kill Bell, dog. And man said they don't see no light, and we waving the light for them, and we wasn't even going no speed. We taking me time. We see Coast Guard coming down because we just done break down. Thinking we coming and get rescued, and men kill us. The men run straight over. And the man still trying to kill me. The man, he cocking some gun. I had to turn around and tell him I just get through with my mother and my father there.
That's a really tough situation, you know. I think he was really traumatized based on that experience. I believe he even said that he discharged himself from the hospital. He was saying that after that experience, you know, being in the water, and he says that the first thing that happened after they collided with them, is that a gun was pointed to him. And he's wondering what's going on, you know. It's like, yo, you know, help out my friend. He even said that nobody attempted to really search or to recover his friend at the time. You know, he said he even drew to their attention, hey, my friend is missing, you know, and nobody was paying any form of attention. And that's his story. Attention to him, to that friend that was missing. And we were talking about 2:30 this morning, and he was saying at that time nothing was being done to see if they can, you know, if the young man got injured and is in difficulty, and if he's drifting or whatever the case is. He says, to his knowledge, nothing. You know? Well, we did not hear from the individuals themselves who were involved in that. However, as you know, they say a story has two sides. There was, though, word from the Royal Grenada Police Force through, again, to the PR team. We have the head of the Community Relations Department, ASP Desmond Richards, and he also explained that this was a very unfortunate incident, and he says that as traumatized as the family were, the Coast Guard employees were equally as traumatized based on that incident.
Well, on Sunday, the 24th of April, 2022, sometime after 7 p.m., the Coast Guard, Grenada Coast Guard, was returning from an operation, going back to base, and allegedly ran over a small fishing vessel. There were two young men on the vessel. One sustained injuries and was treated at the hospital and released. The other young man was recovered this morning. His body was recovered this morning by divers of the Coast Guard and taken to the Coast Guard base, where he was examined by a medical doctor and pronounced dead. It's an unfortunate and tragic incident that you know, it's even difficult to talk about, because I was at the Coast Guard base this morning and with some of his family, mother, grandmother, uncles, and just seeing the pain and you know and you know, watching them cry and really broke my heart as well. It's not a it's not a nice way to lose anybody. Of course, the Commissioner of Police and the entire RGPF extend deepest sympathies to the entire family, even his friends, and the community of Woburn as well, in this tragic incident, death. And of course, we have already launched a thorough investigation into the incident to ascertain what happened, how it happened, why it happened. We also visited the officers that were on board the Coast Guard that when the incident occurred. They are very distraught. I mean, they are miserable. They are so broken, so uncomfortable with the situation that, you know, I couldn't help. I left at a particular time because I couldn't help after you witness the pain of the family, and you know, the misery and the brokenness of the officers. I couldn't help but feel really, really broken myself, and you know, just sort of praying for the family and praying for the officers, and pray that God will give them the strength and the comfort they need in this time.
Thank you very much, sir. What do you guys think about this? It's a really tough situation for the family. I mean, like, seriously, when you hear the story that Von Lee is telling, you know, we haven't heard the story from the Coast Guard's end. We only hear how the incident affect the officers. I don't think that we will ever hear a story, right? Because we never do. If this matter goes to court, then probably we will start hearing more details as to what really happened there? What went wrong? What went wrong? You know, it's a really tough situation. I spoke to both the mother and the father of this young man, and well, he's only 22 years old, and they were saying that all they want is answers, and they want to make sure that everything is done to get to the bottom of this, like to really get to the bottom of it, to find out what was wrong and what went wrong. Now, there are a lot of theories that floating around the place. I even got, and I'm not going to go into that yet, further information from Vondi himself, but we will give let the authorities do what they have to do, and let's hear the angle or see the direction this is going to take. All right, and then probably we'll get more into this. There's an investigation they say that is on the way, and let's see what that would yield. All right, but it's a very unfortunate situation that happened. That happened there, folks. We are hearing a lot about robberies these days. We probably would have to look more into those robberies, see if there's any pattern or so. But for now, let's talk about one of those robberies that happened on the weekend, where two brothers were picked up as a result of the robbery that occurred. I think it was in Happy Hill.
Right. So what I know about the robbery that occurred in Happy Hill with the bakery last week is that two young men are in custody assisting the police with that investigation. We really want to thank the officers as well for the speedy work to be able to hold one of the culprits the very night, and thereafter detained another, which I understand is two brothers, and they are assisting police at this time with the investigation. When we get more information, so we will let you know as to how the case is moving forward. But they're helping police right now as I speak. Two men were sent back to Trinidad.
Okay, sorry. All right, so that's an overlap, so we're good to go. All right, so we are just getting the result. Okay, I see we are winning one, but that's okay, you know. Grenada, boy. Well, now we played the other night, boy. Who we played the other night? We played the under-17 team now. We played the United States. All right, in the CONCACAF under-17 Women's Championship. We played the United States on the weekend, and that game ended 0-19. All right, 19-0, and that went in favor of the USA. And then tonight again, boy, we just finished playing Costa Rica. I know at halftime it was Grenada 1, Costa Rica 3. Now at the end of play, Grenada 1, Costa Rica 9. All right. You know what? Yeah. And then Paradise FC, they were crowned champions for the third time in the Sandals National Under-15 tournament. All right, yes, but for Paradise, they captured that championship again. Third time, you know. All right. And Queen's Park Rangers were the defending. Anyway, yeah, that is that. What else do we have to tell? We have quite a bit of things to tell you, but I see that we are running out of time. So let me take a quick break and come back. I'd like to encourage you to, if you have not yet done so, please go ahead and share the program. All right, share the business. Don't play a lot of things. Share the thing, no man. So we're taking that break and we'll be back. When we come back, though, don't forget we have the weather. We also have the national report for you. So we'll be back. The Prime Minister is going to be addressing the nation tomorrow. Some believe that he will be calling the election date. Let me see what he will be talking about. Hold on. You know, let me see what the Prime Minister will be talking about tomorrow. All right, let me just go through that here. Okay, yes, right here. So let me see if I can see what the Prime Minister is talking about. All right, Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Kit Mitchell will deliver an address to the nation Tuesday night before a live audience. before a live audience. The Prime Minister is expected to focus largely on the pension issue, as government has been engaged in a number of strategic consultations since the High Court ruling earlier this month. The Prime Minister's address will be broadcast live on GIS TV, Channel 22 at 8 p.m. on Tuesday night and on the GIS Facebook page. All right, the address will also be aired on and yada 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 yada. All right, so good. So all you look forward to that tomorrow. Well, I don't know what you'll be talking about. They say pension. So y'all mightn't get the bell ringing tomorrow because it's a national address about a particular topic. So maybe bell ringing tomorrow. I don't even know if the bell walking. Yeah, bad. The man might fixing the bell, you know. The man might only bluffing because the ding-a-ling on the bell, but you don't walk, you know, you have the thing inside it. Or the rattle knock, the thing might fall out. Yeah, or you have the shell. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, you might buy in time to fix the bell. Yeah, I mean, say with the bell thing, the bell. Yeah, the ding-a-ling might don't walk in. Fall out. In fact, we're going to get somebody to inspect the bell. Yeah, so, watch. Prime Minister, if the bell don't working, get a hand. Hey, no, don't misquote me. I said, Prime Minister, if the bell don't working, get a hand. I did not say the Prime Minister bell don't working, so you get a hand. I know all you. You understand? I'm just saying. I know all you, so I'm putting up the disclaimer only. I say the thing, the ding-a-ling in the bell, maybe fall out because it does have like a thing. Because a bell without a ding-a-ling is just a shell. Jesus! Anyway, let me take a break here, Papa, before I get into any trouble. And that is vaccine not talking. We're taking a break and we're coming back. And again, don't forget, we have got the weather coming up.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more and conditions apply.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell to deliver national address before live audience on Tuesday. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Monday, April 25th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell will deliver an address to the nation Tuesday night before a live audience. The Prime Minister is expected to focus largely on the pension issue, as government has been engaged in a number of strategic consultations since the High Court ruling earlier this month. The Prime Minister's address will be broadcast live on GIS TV, channeled 22 at 8 p.m. on Tuesday night and on the GIS Facebook page and YouTube channel. The address will also be broadcast by other radio and television stations and streamed on various social media platforms, including GBN TV, MTV, WPG10, Boss FM, Real FM, We FM, Sister Isle Radio, Noise FM, and Mikey Live. Minister for Infrastructure Development, Honorable Norland Cox, says work to address the land slippage at Molyneux is set to commence in early June. Minister Cox, who was speaking with residents during a consultation on Friday, said while the process to get here may have taken a considerable amount of time, it was important to ensure that all the geological work and other studies of the area were properly conducted.
Very happy where we are now. We are at a point where we have done all the geological assessment. Dr. Guy, one of our renowned geologists who worked on this site and who worked on the design, he has done extensive work. And when we met, he said to me, Minister, don't worry. I've seen worse slides than that. So I was very comforted when I heard that. And so we are here because we have our final designs. Those designs were priced, they were tendered. We had about 18 companies expressing interest, but at the final stage, I think 6 companies actually submitted tender documents with final interest.
Senator Cox says the name of the contractor identified for the project will be made public in the coming weeks, but it was important to share the news of the impending work with residents of the affected communities first. He also reiterated government's commitment to resolving the problem as soon as possible.
We have identified a suitable contractor. However, we would not be making those announcements today. We're just closing up, finalizing a few things, and hopefully on or before just the first week, which is about a week and a half away, an official announcement will be made who the contractor is and the overall cost of the project that will be tendered. So we just want you to know that we are ready to go. I think the contract document is already been worked on, so it's just a matter of putting in who is that contractor name. So we have been trying to expedite.
Director at Beston Consulting Limited, Naeem Hasnain, says a design has been approved following careful analysis of the findings from the geological work that was conducted. The work will result in improvement of the road from the Mount Morris Junction onto the Molyneux Detour Road.
There is going to be a stepped approach to the construction. So we are not starting on the roadside. We are starting down the slope itself, halfway down the slope. At the lower levels, we are creating a platform, creating a stepped layer of wall. Using that support, we're stepping back inside and creating a similar wall, and then building up to be able to reinstate the entire road.
The project is estimated to take 8 to 12 months and will generate employment for 30 to 60 tradesmen and women. Forecasters at the meteorological office at the Morris Bishop International Airport are continuing to monitor a trough, which is expected to result in a medium chance of flooding by Tuesday and the possibility of flash floods by Wednesday. In light of this, the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, is encouraging the public to take the necessary safety measures to mitigate the impact of possible flooding in vulnerable areas, as flash flooding is expected to progressively increase. Jason Robertson from the Meteorological Office explained that the system is likely to bring unstable weather conditions.
We are being affected by a trough within the model analysis. It will continue overnight and into the next day or two, giving us showers which could be heavy at times, and there is a possibility for small-scale slide and minor flooding in low-lying and poorly drained areas. The small craft advisory is in effect due to the fact that the gusty winds within the showers could produce agitated seas.
NADMA, through the Meteorological Office, will continue to monitor the system and provide timely updates. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Get ready as the most anticipated carnival in the region takes center stage once more. It's Spice Mass, The Return, launching on Friday, April 29th at the National Cricket Stadium from 5 p.m. Witness all elements of Spice Mass, including Calypso, Soca, Pan, and Mass. And the best part, admission is free. Come make the line after work and see us at our best at the National Cricket Stadium on Friday, April 29th for the launch. It's Spice Mass, The Return, a celebration of life.
Welcome back. After an absence of 2 years due to COVID-19, Grenada's biggest cultural festival will be officially launched this week. Spice Mass The Return will be launched on Friday, April 29th at the National Cricket Stadium. Kelvin Jacob, Chief Executive Officer of the Spice Mass Corporation, says 17 bands have so far been registered as final preparations are being made towards the official launch. Jacob was a guest on the GIS Spice Morning program on Monday.
So the official ceremony starts off at 6 p.m. with a speech from the chairman, Ali Gill, and followed by the official opening of Spice Mass 2022 by the Minister of Culture. The launch, obviously, again, it's a free event, so we're encouraging everyone to come out and support and participate in the return of Spice Mass 2022.
The event is expected to run for 3 hours, and artists will be backed by the Royal Grenada Police Force Band.
So we will be featuring the winners of Carnival, respectively the first, second, and third place winners, along with other aspects to support the production of the launch of Spice Mass. So you would see we'll be featuring our Calypsonians, Beast, Scholar, Sour Supper, and Randy Isaac. We have Valley Ned, Rooney J, Looney Spark and Electrify. We have Terra the Governor, Vaughn, Lil Natty and Thunder, Dash, Boise, etc. They would all be performing on stage, together with presentations from the mass bands that are registered for Spice Mass 2022. We would also be seeing the traditional mass and the fancy mass players on stage, doing a display of what they are going to be presenting for Spice Mass 2022.
Spice Mass Corporation has given subventions in the amount of $54,000 to various aspects of Carnival.
Yes, we've had so far was 17 bands registered for parade. Okay, wow. That's including traditional and fancy mass bands. Ready, we have been also giving out subvention for the various aspects of Carnival. We've paid out so far in over $54,000 to the mass bands for subventions so that they can get ready. We are ready to give subvention now to the Queens, to the Pan, and to the Calypso Association in preparation for Spice Mass. So we are ready for them. We are ready for the return.
SMC encourages patrons to come out in their numbers for the official opening and return of Spice Mass 2022 on Friday. Finally, in the news, Friday was the day set aside by the United Nations to celebrate the Earth, learn about the environment, and promote conservation, as it was observed as World Earth Day under the theme Invest in Our Planet. The Lions Club of St. John, in partnership with the St. John's Football Club, with support from the Ministries of Agriculture and Tourism, made their fair investment in the planet with a symbolic tree planting ceremony at the Cuthbert Peters Park in St. John.
For us to live, we must eat, and all our food comes from either plants or animals. And the animal food comes from plants or animals, so it's a small circle, right? But without the plants, we will not be able to eat, animals will not be able to eat. So you know what will happen to mankind. And in addition, the trees and the plants not only feed us, they put oxygen into the air so that we could breathe. Because even though we have a lot of food, but we don't have clean air or oxygen, our life still would be cut short. We cannot maintain life. So that's how important the plants and trees are to our livelihood and sustainability.
That was the Honorable Alvin Dabrio, Minister for Trade, who is also the parliamentary representative for St. John, delivering remarks at the ceremony.
Due to many issues like pollution, deforestation, and acid rain, which contributes to climate change and ongoing warming of the earth, our planet is suffering. Environmental issues have posed serious threat to the sustainability of natural earth. Earth Day enables us to understand these problems and motivate us to protect our earth from further human harm and danger. The earth gives us food, water, and shelter. It is therefore our responsibility to take protective steps to maintain our natural asset of the earth by investing in our planet.
Alison Knight, president of the Lions Club St. John. The Lions Club International is one of the service organizations that is doing its part to preserve a sustainable environment to improve the well-being of communities. That story just ended the national report for Monday, April 25th. Let's recap the top story. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell to deliver national address before live audience on Tuesday. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rikisha, and all the best to you and the GIS News team. And folks, let's take a look at the weather as promised. We can tell you that the weather for tonight is expected to be cloudy to overcast with light to moderate showers and the chance of the isolated thunder showers. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be around 24 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. Now, let's take a look at the weather for tomorrow, God's willing. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be overcast with moderate showers and a possible isolated thunder showers. Tomorrow's maximum temperature is expected to be about 29 degrees Celsius and the minimum 24. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And there is a warning in place for tomorrow. Possible flooding in vulnerable areas. Again, warning, possible flooding in vulnerable areas. Before we wrap, let's say hello and good night to the folks who are currently on YouTube. That's Suzanne and my mom, and Soraya and Glenora, and everyone else there, Tall Man and the whole crew. There wasn't much talking on there tonight for some reason. And of course, we want to also say hello to those of you who are on Facebook, and we're talking about the usual suspects. That's Bermuda, Carol, Mishi, Zaka, Michelle, Java, Hazel, all right, Undisputed Noel, Kireen, and Praise and Worship. Who else is with us? Velma is always with us as well, so big up to you, Velma. And Shaman Bihari. And Cindy. Hi, Cindy. And Claire. Claire, blessings to you. And Liz. Liz, hello. And Doris is with us as well. So big up to you, Doris. All right, good to have you with us. And Della. What's going on, Della? Della, you hearing that kite? Yeah, kite only making noise. They're gonna hang it just now. Cynthia and Eunice. Alright. Who else? Rolanda and Ansha is with us as well. Angel, Mariel, Miss McQueen, and who else? Yes, boy. So hello to you guys, alright? Shirin, yes. Natalian, only people on the live what is called Mikey Nathaniel. I'm serious. Only people on the live just call Mikey. Most people call him Mikey or Baby Mikey. Colette, hello. Adona. Who else? Glenda. Hi, Glenda. So, I mean, every one of you, take care of yourselves, all right? May God bless you and the family until we meet again. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Blessings, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.